hope you stay spiritually healthy and consistent to the things of God. How are you doing? I know a lot of us starting this year 2024, we had a lot of things in mind that we were trusting God for. In fact, we wrote down quite a number of things in our journal, and glory to God, some people have been able to achieve everything that they wrote down in their journal this year. Some people, they've been able to achieve like 90%, some people 50%, some people 1%. However, some people, they've not been able to achieve anything. And we just have like, let's say 3 weeks to go and 2024 is over. These people, it's not because they are lazy. Some people, they have worked out, they have worked, they have put in every effort that they feel they need to. Some people have even go as far as praying and fasting just to achieve this goal, and yet they're unable to achieve it. And at this point, some people are frustrated or even tired, giving up on God already and saying, this is good. Say we are human beings, and it is normal that we react in a situation, and then we feel like, God has forsaken me, God does not love me, God does not do this, God does not do that. But I'm just here to remind you that God loves you and He wants the best for you. And I also want you to know that there are different ways at which God answers prayers. When you pray to God, He said, when you pray to Him, He answers, He can hear you. So probably there are other reasons to which He's not answering. I want you to keep pressing and keep trusting God, because He's able to do exceedingly abundantly above, beyond your imagination. Your walls are continually before. Your names are boldly written on this proud. His circumstances and situation, it shall pass. There's this adage that used to say that as long as you're alive, there is still hope. God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above, beyond our imagination. And if it's something that I recently just learned, it's that God answers prayers in diverse ways. What do I mean? There's some situation whereby we find ourselves at, we ask God for something and then we get an answer like instantly. You have not even stand up from your kneeling down in the place of prayer asking God like this. You have received your testimony. That's another way of God answering. However, there's another answering. There are some answering that, yes, you have asked you, and God will say, this that you have asked. It's not that I did not hear you. I hear you, but you see, I'm not gonna do it. Is a no. That's the same way a boy you ask a lady house that, hello, I like you, and the lady will say, no, brother, I'm not doing. So it's good, right? So and say, no, I'm not going to give you this that you have asked. Sure, there's a reason. But there's always a reason, and it's always for our own good, right? It's always for our good. And then another way of God answering prayers is when you ask Him for something, and then He will say, okay, I have heard you, but you need to wait. So there are periods where we have to wait for some things to happen. And if we check, there's a reason for the wait. Don't just wait and just sit down and fold your hand. You need to work. Probably there's something you need to work on. Probably you need to get a skill. You need to work on yourself. It might even be your character that you need to work. It might be your character that's been hindering that prayer from answering. Lati Jojo. And some people say, I already have all the certification. What is not going on? It's your character that is stopping you. Yes. Or God is saying, go this way. You say, no, God, I want to go the other way. That one too can hinder. When you refuse to obey God, it can also lead to, one having to wait. Or probably just God wants to, check you, try you, and see, okay, listen, before I hand it over to you, show Mali, hand you away. It's not because He does not want to give it. He's going to give it to you, but there's a period of waiting. Last one is that, when you pray to God, God will say, okay, you have asked for 1,000, don't worry, I'm going to give you 1 million naira. Oh, you have asked for 1 million. No, I'm going to give you 100 million. Oh, you have asked for 100 million naira. No, I'm going to double it. Oh no, in fact, let's move from naira to pounds. So yes, you ask God for something, and God is telling you, oh no, I'm not going to give you what you've asked for, but I'm going to give you more. far beyond your expectations, far beyond your imaginations, right? So important that you stay at the center of God's will. You know, sometimes when we even ask God for something, when we check our journal and we are like, God, this way I have not easy according to God's will. So if it is according to God's will, if He has not done it, He is God. He is God all by Himself now. He's going to do it. Just calm down. Calm down. He will do it at His perfect time, His perfect will. Someone said that God needs to wear His watch. Yes, and He's not in time. So He created the time Himself, and when it is time, He's going to do it. You rest assured, He will come true for you. He will not forsake you. He will not abandon you. So let's keep trusting God together. Right? He has said it. I mean, God has said it. He will do it. Except you are not sure if it is God that said it. No, cool. If you are not sure, go back to the place of prayer and be sure that it is God that has said it. Once you are sure that it is God, but it is God that has said, I'm gonna do this thing, He's going to do it. So keep on trusting in Him, worship Him more, and trust Him. So as long as you are alive, there is hope. And God is very much alive. It's the same yesterday, today, and forever. And make sure that you are at the center of His will.